Hello, this is Dr. Mike Brooks. I'm a psychologist and the director of the Austin Psychology and Assessment Center, or ApaCenter. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about psychological assessments. So first off, what is a psychological assessment? A psychological assessment is a way of gathering information about a person in a relatively short amount of time to come up with ideas on how to help that person out. Another reason why a person could have a psychological assessment is to come up with a proper diagnosis. A proper diagnosis can lead to more appropriate treatment recommendations. And a third reason to have a psychological assessment, it's a really important one, and it's one that often comes up, is to gain access to critical educational services and accommodations. Oftentimes, those cannot be attained without a comprehensive assessment that indicates that a person has some educational needs for services. And this can be at the primary school level, secondary, and even at the college levels. On a related note, extended time for standardized tests such as the SAT or ACT, in order to qualify for those, a comprehensive assessment is required. Importantly, just having a comprehensive assessment does not guarantee it. There must be some type of disability and a history of that affecting the person negatively. And just a FYI, at the ApaCenter we do psychological assessments from young kids through adults, so it spans the age range. So the next thing is, what sets us apart here at the ApaCenter from other practitioners and practices who offer psychological assessments? Well, there's a few things, and I want to tell you about those. First of all, we do comprehensive assessments here at the ApaCenter. And the reason we do that is we want to gain a very thorough understanding of a person's strengths and weaknesses to help them out. And if you think about it, it's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. When we're doing an assessment, there's all these different pieces of information. Life is complicated, people are complicated, and unless we have a thorough understanding of what's going on with a person, we're not going to be able to help the person out as much. And we believe that's why a thorough assessment, a comprehensive assessment is necessary. We want to go down the right treatment path and make recommendations that are individualized and useful for that person. Another thing that sets us apart is, in most cases, a licensed psychologist does the assessment at the ApaCenter, and that's from beginning to end, from the initial interview, gathering all the information, the one-to-one testing, and then the feedback session. In most cases, a licensed psychologist does the assessment at the ApaCenter. And then the psychologist at the ApaCenter, we have another credential. It's called Licensed Specialist in School Psychology. And that credential means that we have a really good understanding of how schools work, how special education services, 504 services work, how to advocate for students, and how to write assessment reports in a way, in a language that schools can understand, and with interventions and recommendations that the schools can actually use. So that's a little bit about psychological assessments. If you have additional questions, we'd be happy to answer them. Our main number is 512-891-1500. You could also visit our website, which is www.apacenter, that's APACenter.com. Our website has a lot of great information on it. And just give us a call if you want to have your questions answered, or if you want to set up a meeting with one of our practitioners here at the ApaCenter. Thanks for joining me today. Next time I'm going to talk about therapy, and I hope that you'll join me then. This is Dr. Mike Brooks. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.